She really hates him, it's really true.
Test 1, 2, 3. Let's get this rolling. Let's get this moving. Let's get this going. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it properly. That was all ad-libbed. I didn't plan that. I just shot it out, and I'm ready to go. Looking good. I'm thin-faced. Upper body looks good. Feeling good. A little tired. Winter's coming.
Oh, here we are. This is the time of year. We hear that a lot around the house. Winter's coming because Rich has been playing golf every day.
No, I play like 4 days a week. Every day would be 7 days.
I love
I love that you exaggerated right from the beginning.
I know, but everyone would say well, first of all, you played every day for the last 4 days.
No, I didn't. First of all, today's day 4. I played 3 days in a row. 3 days.
And maybe with one out, and then...
Yeah, I take a day off, play a couple days.
So you play almost every day.
Almost. Okay, that's a big difference than every day. So
I find it shocking, actually.
What's that?
I mean, I'm not judging you. You understand? Because I know I can see it already in your demeanor. Everything about you is getting demeanor and meaner. No,
Whoa.
I know. It's an oldie but a goodie. But I'm seeing you get defensive. So
I'm not getting defensive.
I'm just saying it's like I just can't imagine. That's like a full-time job that you're going to every day, almost every day.
No, I mean, I play different courses. I play with different people.
Well, it takes you sometimes an hour to get there. I
mean,
the
other day took an hour to get there. And it's not the greatest course in the world, but I saw old high school friends I got to hang out with.
No, there's no need to defend.
I'm not defending
why you're going. It's fun. You enjoy it. I'm just saying.
I don't always enjoy it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I know this is not a fun conversation. Let's do something else.
No, I'm sorry.
I was trying to get to the depths of
the depths is
the fact that you would spend what's a good amount of hours that I can say that you won't get upset or say I'm exaggerating? 4 hours a day at least?
Yes, it usually takes 4 hours to
play.
Then
to get there and to come home.
Well, not when I'm playing around here.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So I'm saying, who has that? What a privilege that you have that kind of time.
No, here's the privilege. I worked many years of my life to get to this
Okay,
point.
that's defensiveness. So,
no, that's explaining to you why I get to play 3-4 times a week.
You don't get to. You get.
Yes, because.
But I'm just saying you're acting like somebody's giving you permission.
If you went to karate class 4 times a week, I wouldn't care. Do you work out sometimes 4 times a week? Yeah. So what's the difference? You
for
enjoy
an hour
it.
a day? No,
yeah,
of course. I'm not
it.
saying it's bad. I'm saying I personally, I wouldn't want to. Although hey, listen. I guess the other day I was writing, and I was thinking oh, that's
You enjoy it.
I enjoy it. This is my golf, I guess.
Well,
but I actually don't have as much time to write as you do to play golf. I just can't.
I get my
because I got to do stuff.
Do I get my chores done? Is everything always done that has to be done? If you say put up a
I'm not.
Well, but
just
that's
have a
what
normal
you're saying.
Conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
I have the time now.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
I have the time.
That was bad. That was a bad choice.
No, it's not a bad choice because it's not going the way you planned in your
I don't
head.
feel like being yelled at.
I'm not yelling
for
at
asking you about golf to break down what you think about.
No one is
spending
yelling.
that much kind of time playing golf.
No one is yelling at you. The conversation's not going the way you.
What is the way I want it?
To go, oh, you're right. I shouldn't be playing that.
No,
much.
see, you're bringing some weird baggage into it.
No, I have no baggage. I have luggage and I have no baggage. I have no baggage. I'm playing next week. I already plan to play with this guy Monday.
I like it when you're gone. I don't have any issue with you. When you are gone, when I get up, it's like, yay.
Oh, really?
day to myself.
My dream is to buy one of those vans, like a van. It's a van, but it's a camper van, and to just take off for a week or two, do gigs and play golf. I
Go
would
do
love to have
it.
one.
Go
And
do
now
it.
those cost $100,000. I'm not buying a van just to, you know,
Why not?
it seems too much. We have to think about, you know, futures and how much work
We don't
is
have a
going.
lot of future left. You can spend it.
What really is that a nice thing to say? I don't have a lot of future
Did I
left.
say you?
What'd you say?
I said we.
That's not even nice about we.
Well, it's not like we're in our 20s, like hoping for the future. A lot of our big stuff is done.
What?
We just got to put a kid through college and then we're done.
Depends what
Except for
college.
your girls and their fucking kids' birthday parties and shit. I mean,
It's a 1 year.
I can't
Whose
believe
birth-
Ellen finds any reason to have a party. Any reason that she can get us to shell out some cash, she does it.
Well, we don't have to shell out. She does for her party. I
Well,
mean,
but for the gifts.
yeah. We brought a nice gift to.
Why doesn't Jessica and Ellen have the birthday party together? Their kids are like 2 weeks apart.
It's whose party is it for? Amelia or Levi?
Levi.
You
Amelia
sure?
isn't turning 1. Levi is. It's got a big football on it.
It does? I don't remember. Let's see what the date is. I won't say it out loud.
Ay, ay, ay.
They just bought like 40 trees for their yard. I told them, go to my guy. Well, it was closed on later. We wanted to get.
So let them do what they want to do.
Yeah, but I would have saved them. Oh, wait. Where the fuck is
They
it?
do not care about saving
I
money.
don't.
It's ours together.
What do you mean? I mean, I know what you mean, but where would I find it? I can't find it.
Well, you could put in.
Oh, here. Here it is. First year tackled. Oh, boy. This is the date section. Oh, God, they're so cool. Look at them. She probably paid for that, right?
No. I mean, it's probably like an app or something you can.
At Levi Stadium. Okay, it's in October. Let's see if I'm around. I am, but who does parties on a Saturday? Well, I guess that's his birthday.
Why do people do things on weekends?
No, but
It's
Saturday.
really horrible.
Saturday's a tough day for a lot of people. Sunday's a good day to have a party.
Well, some people want their Sunday to be
Football Sunday. What's that?
Ken.
Oh, boy.
We're
Oh,
back.
boy.
We're back doing a project together. God.
Well, let's go. I'm going to go play golf Monday with the guy I used to play with before who used to be a studio head. Remember him? I told you.
Yeah.
I saw him. I go, oh, let's play again. Or he said, let's play again. I said, oh, yeah, let's play. So he said, do you want to play Monday? I go, okay.
We'll find out a little. Ask him a few questions this time.
He doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, but his son does.
Yeah. I'll ask questions. You want to write a list of questions I should
Yes,
ask?
I'm gonna. In fact, after this, we'll do a little.
Practice round?
Yes.
I'm hungry. Did you eat yet?
No.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
So, are you still on the no carbs?
Pretty much. I mean,
I knew you were gonna like change your posture when I said.
pretty much. I mean, like one day a week, sometimes, like when we had our barbecue, I had a roll, but I scooped out most of the bread, but I had a good roll.
The scooping is so funny to me.
Not if you take out over half of it. It's still, what the
It's
fuck?
just like, just have half the sandwich.
A whole turkey burger is not going to fit on half a sandwich. So you need the whole bread, but you
Okay.
scoop it all out. And the bread is still good. That's good bread.
Okay.
Bread is not good for you. It's our enemy. And the reason it is because it tastes so good. But
Anything that tastes good,
Is
spit it
bad.
out. That'll fucking kill you. Although I've been making I made
oh boy,
chocolate sweet potato pudding yesterday.
it is horrific. Don't use the word pudding. Just say I made a chocolate contraption because it wasn't pudding.
It tasted good.
It tasted good if you're looking for something.
What about the chocolate dipped fruit?
It was good. You couldn't really taste chocolate over the power of the strawberry, but it was good. But it wasn't pudding.
Because
That was-
chocolate is not sweet. They add sugar to chocolate to make it sweet. So when you have cacao powder, it's not sweet. You got to add something else. So I was like the sweetness of the fruit.
Do you think anybody knows what cacao powder is? No one.
Rich, I love you. Think everyone's as stupid as you? They're not. You do this all the time, where you go, "Oh, that's." Give our listeners a little credit. They know shit.
They know cacao powder. What's it called?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Cacao.
Carry on. Next thing. What's something you know that you would like to talk about? What's a word that you know? What's a word you know? We'll discuss it.
Oh,
Oh God, he can't think of a word. You can't think of a word that you know?
creativity.
Okay, let's discuss creativity.
I'm really at a standstill with this whole creative.
Okay,
comedy
I have a new
process.
theory, but I don't think you want to hear it.
With the
I'll
comedy
have to wait
process.
till I'm on like a better podcast to talk about it.
Well, it's just not enough is happening for me to recreate new stuff or create new stuff.
Well, you golf every day. What are you gonna fucking write about?
I don't sit and write.
No, but
gotta come to
no,
me.
right. But if you do the same thing every day,
I don't do the
then
same
you're
thing
not going to
every
have
day.
new experience. Thus, you're not going to
That's not
have
true.
like.
You can read stories. You can go on the internet. You can.
It's not as good as it. Look, if you every good joke that you have that you've enjoyed doing is because like something happened that you're like, oh, that'll make a good joke.
Well, it's not. It's not. That's not the
And
stuff
you know
I-
what else you can do
That's
if
not
you
what I
want.
want to talk about. What I want to talk about is too hard to make funny.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. But
Well, that's.
well,
you just asked me. and
I
that's
know,
what
but unless you're gonna make it funny, I don't want to hear it right now. That's something you gotta do on your own. Because the truth is that when you get angry, that's actually a good indication that there's a joke in there somewhere. Unfortunately, it's hard to separate yourself enough to find the humor in it. Like when you're angry, you're just looking at it through angry lens. Step back, look at it through a different lens, then you'll be able to write a joke about it.
How many lenses do you have?
I have many lenses. Many lenses.
How
In
many?
fact, I've no, I don't want to talk about it on here with you. You'll
What?
make fun of me. Because I think creativity is not really you per se. You're just channeling something else.
What?
I don't know where it comes from, but it's not like when you're on stage. Remember Gary Gulman said this about you one time, that when you're on stage, you're channeling someone else because you know words you don't really know in real life on stage. And I've seen it. Once he said it, I was like, oh, that is true. Like I've seen somebody say something to you in the audience and you speak to them in a way I've never heard you speak before. Like
Well, I call other people cunts.
intelligently, and like sometimes they'll bring up a topic that'll be like, he absolutely, somebody could bring up cacao powder and you'd be like, I know exactly what that is, and this is how you make fun of it, ha ha ha. But here on the podcast, you bring up cacao powder. No one knows what it is.
I don't like your voices.
So you're
don't
not.
do your dumb voices anymore.
Everybody know what cacao powder is, and so you're not channeling here. That's the issue. But when you're on stage, you're channeling. Therefore, it comes out and it's funny and you like doing it. I think you don't like doing this. even though you forced me to do it.
First of
I'm
all,
here against my will.
I don't force you.
I
to
think
do
you
it.
like getting attention for clips. But
I
the
don't
actual
even make-
podcast you don't like doing.
That's you. You love the clips more than I do. I don't even care about the clips. A lot of comics like the clips, but
So let's not put up clips. Let's not put up clips.
no, we always put up clips. But I'm saying the clips are you
Ladies
love
and
clips.
gentlemen,
She loves
Exhibit
clips.
A.
Exhibit B. She loves clips.
He's not channeling clearly because
Yeah.
it's like,
No, listen.
oh, I'm listening. That's all I can do when I'm sitting here next to you.
If it look, some of the clips are hilarious and they're funny and they give an insight. I don't mind them, but you love them.
Why do you say that? Because I'm in charge of them?
You're not in charge of them.
They wouldn't get done.
Well, yeah.
Nick does them. I don't do them. I don't want to say that. Our producer does the clips. But I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't, there's no possibility that you would be like, it'd be like 3 weeks later, you'd be like, how come we haven't had any clips?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's like, it falls to me to get it done. That doesn't mean, because I have a responsibility to it, doesn't mean like, she loves the clips more than me.
Well, you go.
Like, why would that?
Because you go, oh, we don't have a clip this week, or this clip's not funny enough, or what clip?
Because when I do something, I want it to be good.
Yeah.
That's like a weird thing. When you do something, clearly you don't care at all. You're like, let me put some gum in. We're going to do a short one today. Bleh. And then that's
Another
like your
voice,
podcast.
another voice.
Oh, really? I'm not allowed to do voices?
Not when you're imitating me and you're using
But I'm not
different
imitating
voices.
you. I'm just doing a dumb guy voice as you.
You think you're better than me.
I do. I do because I actually don't think I'm better than you, but I do think like you have a much this is what I think, and here we go. Fight number 2 about to start.
Where was fight number 1?
The golfing thing.
There wasn't a fight. You're
Oh,
exaggerating
okay, so this
your
is
head. There
this
wasn't
is
a
fight number 2 that we didn't have a fight. Now fight number 3.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
Go ahead. Oh my God. How
It's
do
so
I put up
easy
with
to
this?
push your buttons.
Well,
My
because
God.
you exaggerate and you convince. Then in 4 weeks ago, remember that fight we had about golf? I go, we didn't have a fight, but you'll convince yourself we had a fight and you'll live with it for the rest of your life. But
No.
go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, no, that's not true.
Yeah, good. Make fun of it, but that's you. What do we
See, that's what
okay.
you do. You get so fucking worked up. The minute somebody says something, you're like, okay, now I forgot what the fight is going to be. Oh, God.
What?
I forget what we were talking about.
Clips?
Oh, I don't think I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I think that you have your whole life gotten by on, yes, I'm going to say it, looks and charm.
Are you crazy?
Oh, you even hate that one? You got to like that one a little bit.
My whole life, it's because I know people. I'm personal. I learn.
That's called charm.
No, that's called knowledge.
That's charm. No. There's no knowledge going on whatsoever. You are not a knowledge.
Oh my God! You don't
Taker.
think I know people? You don't think I know my surroundings?
Yes, but that's just easy, natural ability that you have. Okay, that's called charm. That's called charisma. All right, you don't do it all the time, but when you want something, you do. And when you decided you're going to be a comedian, you were like, okay, did you sit down and write every day? No, you just got up on stage and you were able to do it. You were able to channel wherever that is coming from. Okay?
No, I wrote stuff.
Okay, listen. So this is the only thing that you've done in life in terms of working towards a goal of doing stand-up. You know, I'm not saying you didn't work hard. I'm just saying it came pretty easily to you, right?
No.
Yes, you just show up. That's all you did for stand-up. You just showed up and then were able to do it. And every time you can play golf all day. You got a set. You just show up. You just do it. And that's what you think everything in your life should be like, where you could just show up and it'll just work. That's why you don't like learning lines when you get you want to be famous, you want to be somebody to go, oh, look at this great actor, but
No, I don't care
but
about
you
that.
but
I'm a great comic. I don't.
okay, you don't
to
want to. You do. You want
No,
some
if
of
I
that.
got something, okay, but
Okay.
I've already accomplished what
All
I'm
right,
supposed
but
to in life.
Many times when you're talking about acting, you're like, I'm not going to learn the lines. I'm just going to show up. Why? Because that's how you've approached life, which isn't wrong or bad. I'm not saying that. It just is how you've done life, right? You
No,
just show
you
up.
cannot put a whole life into one little category.
Well, the
One,
way you do one thing is the
I
way
got-
you do everything, and
that's not
everybody
true.
knows that. The way you do one thing
When
is
I
the way you
worked
do
out, I
everything.
learned how to do exercises. I asked questions.
Excuse me, you work out for a minute a day.
No, I do
doing
a
the
body
exact same exercise you've been doing for the last 25 years.
Oh my God! Look at this. Look at this.
You look good. It's
I-
not bad. You don't need to
But
defend
I
it.
learned how to do it.
Okay.
When I play golf, I watch videos. I've taken lessons.
Okay.
I learned. I didn't
Okay.
just show up. Okay. When comedy, probably have my 10,000 hours of comedy.
Yeah, of showing up.
Showing up, really, not asking questions, not watching other comics. In
I
the
don't
beginning.
see you doing any of that.
I don't have to now. I did all my learning. I'm
Oh, yeah. Oh,
already
yeah, I
the
didn't-
doctor.
I-
I'm already
okay,
the doctor.
Okay, well,
You
the
wanna-
doctors need to learn. Okay, that's the truth. Because
okay.
things always change.
And I keep my eyes open and ears open and see. There's things I don't say that I used to say. Okay. So I think I'm pretty much always learning. You don't see me. I don't sit and take notes, but I know my surroundings. I know
I know you do. I know you do. I'm saying you don't take notes though.
in mental
You
notes.
don't
I take
right, but
mental notes.
you just show up and you're able to do it. That's a compliment.
Thank you. You're right, and so do you. You just show up. You can just do it. What do you do any different than me? You go on stage. and
Why stop? I have a different. You can compliment me for real on something else if you want. But the
Yeah.
truth is, I do a lot of work behind the scenes, much more than you do, in order to do the same thing. I'm not as skilled as you are at just showing up and doing it. I've got to be prepared.
I've
Okay.
seen you ad lib.
I can because I am a nurse, a head nurse at this. Okay.
You give head like a nurse.
Time for your medicine. No, listen. Take the compliment. It's fine.
Thank
But
you.
I have there's a compliment coming to me if you want to give it to me,
Yeah, I think you're.
which is that I'm very good at doing the work necessary in order to succeed.
Yes. And
Okay. Wow, that took a
was-
long. That
yes,
was
you. I mean, you write. You come up with new stuff.
okay.
You-
So I'm
yeah,
saying
but you.
we approach
things
life
different.
differently.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to the podcast, you want to approach it the way that you approach stand up, which is just to show up. You don't do any kind of research whatsoever.
That's not true. I think of things to talk about all the time. I think of things. I bring up subjects, not as much as you, because you're more. You're like the host, and I'm the co-host.
That's my wife hates me. You're the host.
No, you're the host.
You're the my. You're the my. You're the subject.
You're the wife.
I'm just the hater.
Yeah, but you're the.
When someone says she has a podcast called My Wife Hates Me, and I go on stage, I have to explain that I'm not the person whose wife hates them. I probably have to explain that I'm not a lesbian for other reasons than just
Why,
that.
the way you dress?
Yes, because the way I look. But no, it's when you say, "Oh, that's why I don't use the podcast as a thing," because sometimes it's like, ugh, I'm the hating wife.
Well, either way,
But
I don't just show up. Sometimes I prepare. Sometimes, like when I'm doing a big theater, I know what I'm going to open with. If I'm doing like 2,000 people. I know I have an idea what I'm going to do up front.
Right, but you've never listened. You don't listen to other people's podcasts. I don't know that you look at clips of other people's podcasts. In
I'll listen to some
in
stand up in my
most
car.
cases with the podcast, you just show up. You don't do anything. You wouldn't have lights on if this was just you.
Oh, really?
I've seen you do other people's podcasts down here where there's no lights on.
Oh my God! I turn the lights on every time I do a podcast.
Not the
Yes, I turn
I mean,
those lights
those.
on. I make it look like a studio so people think I got it going.
Okay. I don't know that that's true, but I'll accept that from you,
Okay.
perchance.
You know, I do so much shit. It's my day.
I'm not saying you don't do things. I'm saying when it comes to this podcast,
I don't come down with notes,
you just show up and you just show up
but we've had
and
500.
and 99% of the time it works out for you in life when you just show up. Okay? But there are things where if you want to be an actor or you want to do a great podcast, you have to have some other plan.
Well, I don't care if I'm an actor. If I get cast
Okay, well,
in
what
some-
about the podcast?
Which
I mean,
one?
do you do any of the reads? Do you have anything to
You're
do with
better at the reason. I don't want to take away one of the good things you're good at. Let me tell you
because
something.
I can read. That's really the only difference.
I can read.
You could do it, but it would take a little bit of extra effort, which you don't want to
And
do.
first of all, don't say the read. Say the read.
Okay. Do you accept that? Can
What?
you answer? The reason you don't do the reads is because it would take a little extra effort.
Yeah.
Okay. Progress. Progress. So when it comes to the podcast, even though you want it to be this great money making thing,
Oh, I don't. I've given up on that. Year 2. Wait.
but you're not willing to do anything extra.
Well,
in
we
order
try
to
to
that.
do. What was it? Where you make extra money? I forget.
And in fact, who pays for our producer?
You do, but
I mean, this
I
this
pay to
is
keep
this
this
is,
going on Lisbon or whatever. You know, we both make different payments. I paid the electric bill the other day.
okay. This is I'm
500.
not trying to get into
No, but I'm just saying, $500 electric bill. I think it's because of the pool filter.
maybe.
I think when we turn that off, because it seems like a lot, 500 a month for electric. Well, gas and electric. You know, gas stove that Bonnie left on. Gas and electric. Whoa, turn your head. Remember when we stayed in a hotel one night and there was a stove in it and Raina was a little kid and turned the knobs and luckily we saw it or else we would have all died of.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was.
I remember her getting locked into the adjoining hotel room once.
Oh boy.
And I remember one time before Raina was born, I put like I don't know, a scarf or something over one of the lamps to give some mood lighting. And you were talking and behind you it started on fire and I was like, Rich, I couldn't say it. I was like, Rich. Do you remember that? Then you turned around and put it out.
I saved us again.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. All right, 10 more minutes. What else?
Oh God.
What else do we talk about?
Oh my God.
What? You know what they say.
That's what I'm talking about. I've never listened to one successful podcast where they go, whew, well, 10 more minutes. Let's just try to get through this.
Oh, you listen to radio. They go, we got 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
got
but
it.
they're like, we got so much to get through. Let's try to get through some of this.
Well, we should.
I've never heard any podcaster ever in the history of podcasts I've listened to ever go, it's just going to be a short one. I just don't feel like doing it. Never heard it. Never heard
Well,
it.
then you better listen.
Maybe we're refreshing
You
in some
better
way.
listen back to ours because then you'll hear it a lot. 'Cause
Yeah, it's
what
like
I
that's
said.
like basically our opening.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
let's
This is
let's get
putting a
this over
fucking
with.
monkey wrench in my day.
Yeah. What do you got to do today?
I think I'm gonna shovel up all the old what's that shit called? Mulch, because it's too high. they kept putting mulch on it every year, and now it's like
Where? Out
out
front?
front. Yeah, it's
No,
too
just
high.
leave it. It looks good.
No, it's too
Don't
much
fuck
mulch.
around with that.
What do you mean?
I think it looks good. Just leave it. Don't do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it down. It's
No,
too
it looks
much.
good. When I drive up, I'm like, this place is fucking.
It's too much mulch. You
No,
can't
it's
plant anything there hardly. To get to the dirt, you got to go through 5 layers of mulch.
just leave it for now.
All right, then I have nothing to do. Maybe I'll go play golf.
Oh my
But I'm playing
god.
tomorrow.
Oh my
I
god.
got nothing to do. Oh, we're meeting
Today I'm
Ellen
taking
tonight.
Raina. This is part of her was part of her birthday present for a spa day.
Her birthday was in the
I
summer.
know, but we just didn't. She wanted to book the spa for the day before she starts school.
Fuck it, I'll play golf. I'm playing tomorrow. Fuck it, I'll play today. I don't care. I won't play Friday. Should I cancel Friday night? I just don't like. I got Saturday night at the Stand and the Cellar one show. What's that Friday traffic just sucks.
Yeah, I gotta go in early.
Why?
I have an early spot somewhere else.
Where do you take these spots at and why?
I don't know, people.
They wanted me to do that Brooklyn Comedy Club. I just don't want to go to Brooklyn ever.
Williamsburg Comedy Club. They don't pay anything anymore.
Oh, well, back when they did pay, they asked
Oh,
me to do it, but I don't like going to Brooklyn. I'm not familiar with it.
right. Well, it's literally this exact same amount of time, maybe a tad shorter than going to the Stand
Remember
from here.
when we did a thing in Brooklyn? I bombed and went and sat in the car. It was like it looked like a diner or something or a railroad car. It was
I don't remember. How
uh
long ago was that?
oh, I don't know, but it was. I didn't like it.
You didn't prepare. You just showed up.
No, no, they just.
You, do you not ever like see? There's no flow in you right now, because
Oh,
the
remember?
rich on stage would know that's a callback
I know.
and joke about it and have some kind of like witty repartee.
All right, do it
Where's
again.
your charisma?
Do it
You
again.
don't have it with me at all
I
anymore.
do. I have
No.
charisma.
Okay, let's see some charisma. You had some charisma at the Hamptons party. I saw you like
Talking to her.
talking to girls all over the place.
I was talking to girls. What girls? A couple. I don't. I talk to everybody. I show up. People get excited.
I would pretend get mad if I saw you talking to girls, to whoever I was talking to. But I actually like it. I love it when I look over and see you and girls are laughing and you're like being funny. I'm like, oh, good. He's getting a little positive attention.
Try to get my dick sucked.
Could I just say this?
Is that
This is a good opportunity. When you were trying to do that for real, you probably just showed up and used your charms and your abs to get girls to, right?
my
You
abs?
didn't really do anything nice for women,
I
right?
was always. I'm always nice to women. I've never been mean to women.
Not
Maybe in the
mean, but you're like dismissive. Lots of times women are talking and you just wait till they're done and then you just start talking. I've seen
That's
you
not
do it
true.
many times where you don't say like, "Oh, okay." You'll just wait for them to be done like they're a child or something and then just talk to the guy that they were talking to.
I don't think that's
I've
true.
seen you do it many times. You're
Oh,
just like, you're not rude, you don't talk over them, but you just like they're like, "And another thing that happened to me, blah blah blah." And then you're like, "Hey, did you ever play that club in
there she goes.
it's true." And I think like it's like you see men who are nice to women. It's so nice.
I'm nice.
It's
Ask.
just so nice when they're like not like
I'm nice.
they're being so polite to you because it's like they've been brought up that way. That's gross. Honestly, I don't like that at all.
Neither
When
do
they're
I.
like, "Oh, I don't swear in front of women." It's like, go fuck yourself. It's insane to
I
think
do.
that way.
I
But when they're
say
just like nice to you because they like women, it's not like it's not something they're forced to do or like, "Oh, well, society says I got to be polite." It's just like you can tell. You can tell the men that like women and it's like they're gay. No, they're nice. They're fun.
Did you see that story? Gino, horrible. What is?
Biscotti?
Oh, he's the worst.
You're gonna say that on the
I
podcast?
don't give a fuck. He stinks. He ratted some guy, another podcaster, sent him naked pictures or something, and he ratted on him. And the guy's going to court, and now people are going after Gino for being a rat.
Why did he? Why did I don't
He was in,
understand any part of this story?
okay.
Why did Gino get the pictures?
He was doing the guy's podcast, and the guy goes, "Oh, I'm gonna send you here. Let's see if we can bring it up. Hold on."
A local podcaster is now facing charges for something he allegedly did while live streaming his show. Aaron Emholt is the host of the Steel Toe Morning Show that has been on the air for at least a decade. Fox 9's Karen Scullin joins us now to explain what is happening here. Karen?
37-year-old Aaron Emholt made his first court appearance this morning for disseminating private
It's too
sexual
close.
images without consent.
It's
But he
hurting my
appeared to
ear.
do
It's so
this
fucking
while
loud.
actually live streaming.
You could probably turn it down a little.
Welcome to the show. It's me.
It's 37-year-old Aaron Emholt, the host of the Steel Toe Morning Show, a YouTube podcast with about 13,000 subscribers. But one of Emholt's May shows has him in some legal trouble. He was reported for sending a photo of a naked woman that he knows to a person joining him on the podcast. That woman reported the situation to police, and now Emholt faces criminal charges.
Did you check? I like tattoos more than I think. Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
And those words are now part of a criminal complaint against Emholt. The court documents describe a relationship breakdown between Emholt and 3 others. He started disparaging them publicly on his show back in April before sending the nude photo in May. Today, other podcasters are using it as material for their shows.
Gino snitched on Aaron.
You know, 100% snitched on Aaron.
Emholt is a sort of shock jock type, often saying things that some would consider racist, homophobic, misogynistic, and more. Some have said to Fox 9 that he used to walk up to the line, but now he crosses it. Emholt told police he did not recall ever receiving or sending a nude photograph of the victim.
It's right there on his show, isn't it not?
Contact order, in addition to no disparaging comments
All right,
on social media.
Okay, so I think people are getting mad at the wrong person.
Who should he get mad at? Gino for snitching?
Why would that would be the secondary anger that you would have. The first and primary anger would be this fucking cocksucker sending pictures that were privately sent to him by a woman to other men. That's fucking disgusting.
Well, that's creepy. That's
right, but
creepy.
why wouldn't that be your first anger? Everyone's like,
because I didn't see any picture. I don't know. I just know that.
that's what the whole. Stop it! Stop it! You're trying to that's
First of all,
bizarre that a man wouldn't be like.
well, first of all, how does he have 13,000 listeners? This guy. I never even
Okay,
heard of
the
him.
Rich is really, really good at changing the subject if he feels that he's actually wrong.
No, I think it's
I think
great.
this is a
I
good
never-
indication that he feels.
I never sent a picture or received one.
No,
in my
nobody
life.
said that you did.
So obviously, I
but
think
you
it's
were
crazy. I
like,
have
Gino's
freedom.
a snitch. Gino's an asshole.
that's
Gino's.
different.
It's like, what about the guy who's sending naked pictures of somebody that he knows? How disgusting is that?
Who? What do you think it was? His ex-girlfriend or something? Or he was trying
I don't care who the person was. If somebody sends you a private picture and you're sending it on to your friends, you're gross.
That's gross. And what happens if all of a sudden you see an email and you open it and say, you didn't know what it was, you just delete it that quick or call the FBI? What do you do?
What if you have
Like if so all of a sudden you get an email, you open it and you go, oh my God, that's, bad.
well, you can just go ahead, go to the FBI and they'll call you a snitch and they won't even care about the person just sending you the picture, it turns out.
No, I'm saying the podcaster's creepy. We know that. And
Now you do, because somebody pointed it out to you. A moment ago, you started the story by saying Gino's an asshole.
Snitch.
Then you go, when I said nobody's talking about what, Gino? Because he's a snitch? It's like,
well, the newscaster did all the talking about The guy,
Richard, amazing.
I agree
Absolutely
with the
amazing.
newscaster. I was given another perspective. That's
Oh
all.
my God.
There's different
This
perspectives
is
in
why
stories. There's different perspective in stories. Obviously, I'm pro-female. I have 3 daughters, and I think
if
anything's
somebody
creepy.
had sent along, if they had in a sexting kind of situation sent a naked picture of themselves, and that guy then started showing all his friends, is that a good person?
No, no. Well, obviously, they said the podcaster is racist, homophobic, so we know
I
he's
don't care
not
about that
good.
part.
You know, so we know. I don't know obviously
I'm
he's
just saying, like,
creepy.
listen, I would never send a nude photo because of this. I would already think like that's what would happen, especially to somebody like that has zero character.
Yeah, but
But
who
but
who still
but
sends nude photos
people
after they
do all the
know?
time. It doesn't matter. People do it on their fucking put it on their Instagram. The point,
No. Oh, maybe, but not completely nude. You can't put that on Instagram, can you?
but you
No.
can't show a nip
Yeah, you can't.
or your full asshole. But yeah, you can get pretty close.
I don't get it. I've been against that from day one, and I've always spoke
Okay,
about it.
all right, relax, relax. I don't care about
Look how
any
relaxed I
of
am.
these people, to
Look at
be
me.
honest with you.
Can I look any more relaxed than this? You don't care about any of them. It's just a creepy guy sending
But I'm
them.
just saying, like, it's weird to be like, to it seemed like you were saying early
No,
on that the people were mad at Gino for being a snitch.
no.
And that's the story.
Well, I
To
know,
me,
no.
that's the secondary story. And
Yeah.
if Gino did anything kind in this story, it was informing the woman that this guy is,
Did he inform the woman or
well,
the
I
authorities?
don't know how it went down, but I'm just saying, like, I remember being on a podcast.
Oh, Steve.
Just
How do I send it? I'll send it to voicemail.
um what was I going to say? Oh, I was on a podcast once where a guy was saying that he held auditions for something, and then when the girls would come in, he'd make them like get naked, show their bodies.
No, that's
And
an old story about
well,
another
I
con.
flipped out. I realized the guy's a fucking liar. But everyone on the podcast was acting like I was unhinged. But I was like, you should go to jail. Are you fucking kidding me? And I mean, I don't believe that story's true. First of all, if it was, why would you tell it on a podcast? But it's bizarre that this is like, like the men would think this is somehow macho
Well,
or cool.
I'm sure there were women on it that thought you were
No, no,
unhinged.
there was no women on it. I don't want to say what podcast it was, but
I
it was
know.
only men, and they were like, Bonnie, calm down. Because I was like, well, first of all, I didn't like the guy to begin with, and I was like, shut up, you're a liar. If it's true, go to jail.
Go ahead and do not pass go.
Yes. And then everyone was like, Bonnie, relax.
Oh, well, the world is creepy.
I
People are
mean,
creepy. There's
filming women for, it's disgusting. Anyway,
well, just everybody has no morals anymore. No filters. No, it's the problem with the internet. Oh, look at this on here. I'm putting this on there, and oh, look, my little baby just fell out of the high chair. That's a good fucking clip. And
oh my God,
people.
I watched this documentary last night. I can't remember the woman's name, but she was like a big podcaster,
Martha.
and that's like 6 kids or 7 kids or something. And turns out she was like totally abusing her kids. The police had to come in, and one of the kids, 12 years old, went to a neighbor's, and he had marks like all over his body, like he had been detained. He was like skinny, sick. Um, they'd been like putting them in these rooms and locking them in there if they did something bad for days without food
What
or
kind of
any.
fucking people? They don't go to prison
She went to prison. She went to prison.
for how long? I hope a long time.
I think so, but she claims that this other woman she had hired much earlier than this. She had hired a psychologist that ended up moving in with her, and she blames the psychologist for.
Why did a psychologist move in with her?
I mean, it's all.
Lesbos?
It's no. They were totally against. They were like they were saying like the world has the devil in it, and we've got to get, and the kids have the devil in it, and they got to get the devil out, and the anybody who was gay or whatever was had the devil in them. And
It's the guy I was playing golf with yesterday. He was talking about the Middle East earlier. He goes, it's the devil. The devil hates Israel. And it's all the day. And he's going to read some.
but he's like
He was saying, read the scriptures. You got to read the Bible and you'll see it's the devil.
listen, I believe that people can believe in heaven. That's fine. Go ahead, believe in heaven. But to believe in the devil is fucking insanity.
And to believe the devil wears Prada, even worse, right? That's expensive shit. I don't even think Prada's making a splash
I mean,
anymore.
the devil only exists if you believe in him. So
Well, listen, I'll tell you when, right now, September 14th, next week, Roar, R-A-R-O-A-R, Roar Comedy Club in Springfield, Mass.
channeling, huh?
Springfield, Mass. I'm doing a private event the night before. Then I go to Roar in Springfield, Mass.
What is wrong with you?
And then I have Michigan, Chicago. Then I have Skankfest. I got to look at first class.
I'll also be a skank.
Myrtle, Stress Factory. Go to
You
richfoss.com.
burp through your.
I know, I got burpy hiccups.
All right, everyone.
I'm
Peace out.
hungry. Peace out.
My Wife Hates Me podcast, hosted and created by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Produced by Nick Collette. Find us wherever you get your podcasts.
This jackass Jew. Some people say that opposites attract, but this seems more like a suicide pact. He's totally sober, she's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.